Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm starting a brand new series that I am planning to do, and that is Farming Simulator 22. This is a game that I personally have been enjoying very much in my own personal time. So I figured for the videos that I will be uploading to the video channel when I cannot stream, I figured I'd be doing my own farm. So let us begin with a brand new slot. Now, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be starting from the farm manager where I don't have any land, but I get money where I can, purchase my own stuff, but still be able to kind of have sort of an easy way to go because I don't want this thing to be too challenging and I just don't want to deal with so much items. So start with farm manager, and the map that I personally love to play on most is this Haute Bayleron one, which is based in France because the base game has Elm Creek, which is America, France, somewhere in German Alps, and then there's like modded maps you can do as well. So we're going to pick this one, and these are currently all of the mods that I currently have in my thing with like fish farming, greenhouses, lumberjack mod, super person because I hate dealing with telehandlers and forklifts because they're just a pain in the butt, maple syrup, and you can make melons. So we're going to start with all of these. Alright, here we are. This is my default character I use. Jeans, blue flannel, blue hat. It's kind of what I do. Okay, so this is the normal starting house and people normally start off. So before we go in, gonna have to switch up some settings that I normally do. Auto save to 5 minutes. Timescale I do real time because it's just easier that way. Economic difficulty to easy. Keep traffic. Keep seasonal growth on. I like having snow. Crop destruction off because I am a terrible driver. Yeah, just take all these off because they're just really annoying to deal with. Keep dirt on normal because I like power washing, so it's very fun. And then all these are off because they make hiring AI workers super expensive. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start by looking at the plots of lands that are near us. Oh, they got sugar beets in them, so we got some sugar beet, wheat, and then sunflowers. So what I'm going to do, I was going to start off buying this field. Yeah, just go ahead and buy all these fields. Alright, so now we own all of this. Also, the wheat's already gone, so you don't need to worry about that. Awesome. Okay, so now we need to go and buy some equipment, some tractors, a combine. Probably won't do a cheap combine because going based on just on the fields that we currently have. Okay, let's go ahead and go to the store. Okay, so here we are at the store. Let's see here. Oh, so because this thing is what I want to get. Because I want to invest heavily into sugar beets and sugar. So we're going to go ahead and buy that. Very expensive, but it's going to be worth it. Medium sized tractor. That's 175 horsepower, 190. Let's go ahead and get this John Deere. We're going to start off with one tractor for the moment. And I think we're going to have to end up renting the combine that we're going to want. So what we're going to need to do, we already had the potato technology, we bought it. So we're going to need a trailer, because trailers are very important. I normally like to get this one because it's a very good size. I don't need a cover, save a little bit of money there. There we go. I'm going to need to get a planter because we're doing potato stuff. And I normally get this one because it's nice and big and it's a direct drill. So, very easy to deal with. And then we're also going to need a fertilizer spreader. Let's go with this one, 42 meter working width, very, very nice. We're also going to need this trailer. Is very, very handy. It's under bale loaders, but it's just able to be used as a flatbed, which is always good. 83,000. I think that is all we need at the moment. We will, however, be needing to find a collectible or two to get the factory that we need. But first, all of this, we're going to need to buy some seeds and some fertilizer. But first, let's get this thing. Okay. No, I don't want. No, not the deer. I don't need to get into deer. This thing, our big old potato, sugar beets. Yeah, that's the thing we're getting. Alrighty. Nope, I should probably not drive in this guy's field. Sorry, I'm used to doing it on my own series. My own personal playthrough. I just go through fields, but since I'm showing you guys things, I kind of should just not be doing that. So let's go ahead and move this over. I will be using the collectibles early on to afford a couple factories that we're going to be starting off with, but I will not be abusing them for whatever I personally need. So. Oh jeez. Oh, big turn, big turn, big turn. Got a big old turn. Because we're going to need to rent a combine and a header to deal with that. So I'm just going to park that there. Tab over to our deer. You know what? This thing is going to struggle planting. So we might need to rent that during the planting time. Is a bigger tractor so we can deal with that. Alright, so I'm going to take this over to the farm. Because I think all of the stuff that we're doing, okay, I think I'm going to be doing a lot more planting stuff. So I want to do a lot of sugar beet. I want to do some cotton and sunflowers. But another thing we're going to have to, we need to save up for is a bigger tractor so that we can use it to be able to plant things. But we might have to rent that out initially because there's a lot of things I'm going to want to get initially that we're going to be using. Let's go ahead and get this here. Yeah, because you also need to get a silo as well for all the spare material. One thing though that's going to suck is that harvesting sugar beets is slow, like so slow. So gotta deal with that when we get there. You might be wondering, why is that field white when it's in August? Well, because that field was generated when we required liming for all the fields. We don't have that on anymore, so next month that will all disappear. And we will no longer need it, because that's just, lime. Okay, so what's next? The planter. The big old giant planter that I got. So, actually, we're going to need to first purchase some seeds and some fertilizer. So under here, we go under big bags. Let's get 3 bags of fertilizer. And let's do 4 bags of seeds. Yes. Actually, let's go ahead and enable super strength and get these closer so that it doesn't actually pick up fertilizer. Because I don't like putting fertilizer in my seeders and planters that have the ability to. Just a personal preference. I just prefer doing fertilizing myself. Alright, let's go ahead. There we go. That should be good enough to start. Because we can't actually plant any of these things yet because, let's see. When does the planting season start? Okay, so cotton is in February. And the rest are like in March for the sunflowers, April for the corn. We're not doing corn. And then sugar beet and sugar beet is in March as well. So going to be a lot of planting in March. We're going to have to rent a bigger tractor for it because we won't be able to afford it for quite some time. I got greedy and I bought the big sugar beet thing. Because you can get a lot of sugar beet out of fields. Like a whole lot of sugar beet. I think we're going to do 2 fields of sugar beet, 2 fields of cotton, and then we're going to leave the field in 41 as like our factory / production area for the time being. Because eventually we're going to have to buy another field so that we can have like our animals on it and potential other things that deal with animal productions are going to be over there. That's going to be more crop productions and timber. It won't be too long until hopefully we can buy that field. Okay, so drop this off here. Get everything to the farm. I'll go get some collectibles and know the location of, so we can have enough money to get started on a couple factories and also the other smaller things like maybe a beehive or 2 and a shed for the equipment would be very nice as well. Okay, so heading out to the store. Oh, make sure no one is coming. Car behind me. Oh, I am a terrible driver. Some bit of frame rate stuttering there, but that's okay. This thing does not drive very fast, only 20 miles an hour. But it's a pretty decent beginning tractor, so not going to complain too much. Go ahead and go here and fill up our thing full of fertilizer, because that's going to be one of the first jobs we're going to do is making sure all of our fields are fully fertilized, because that helps increase our yield. Another thing is too, I don't plan on doing any contracted work because that's boring. Alright, back to the farm and drop this off, then we'll come back and get the bale trailer. magically teleport to different places to get the collectibles, buy a couple factories, a shed, and a beehive. Or maybe 2 beehives, depending on the money. And then we end the episode there and start with a few other things we can be doing. A little shortcut over dirt. No harm, no foul. Okay, so let's go this way. Back to the store one more time. Beautiful day. Sun is shining, the birds are singing, and, well, he just came over to France and bought some land. Yay, us. Let's grab these seed bags. There we go. Big bag of seeds. There we go. Because this is just so much easier than having to have my own equipment for it. Because, ugh. That's just a pain in the butt to deal with. That's the last thing for the moment. Alright, time to teleport places. Start off with here. Might be able to get away with just getting one more. We'll see. We might need more. Depends on how much. I forget how much a sugar mill is. I think it's 80k, but I could be wrong. Alright. That should be enough. Alright, let's finish out the initial build of the farm. Let's go here, nope, not there, under construction, production. That's a grain mill, spinnery. Sugar mill. Okay, it is 80,000. A sugar mill. Right here. And then let's go ahead and buy that carpentry as well. And then gonna go to landscaping. Why's that little piece there? That's annoying. Just gonna clear this up a little bit. There we go. Got started on our own little factory. Okay, so another thing we're going to have to get is chainsaw. Go and buy that. Okay, so now we got chainsaw. Okay, a couple more things we're going to get before we call it an episode. Is right over here. We're going sheds. Should be a cheap one here. Yeah, this one right here. Put that there. Let's go ahead and also get some bees. Boop. And then we need a honey pallet right here. Okay, so now let's get our park this in here for now. Park the big boy in the big area. Beep, beep, beep. And that is going to conclude things for this first episode. Overall, I think we spent our money very wisely, investing in sugar beets, a carpentry and a sugar mill, and some bees. And so we'll continue on in our next video with starting off with some fertilization of the land and also starting to tear down some of our trees so we can get that carpentry building going and then moving on to the next month. Well, thank you all for stopping by and enjoying the video. If you enjoyed the content, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more. And I'll see you all in the next video. Until then, see you around.